Welcome back to another episode of Korea Random Travel. Where are we going today? Let's take a look. Cheongju! Let's go! That's the Cafe Autumn. Autumn is like a little mountain they have in Jeju-do. I'm not sure if it's a volcanic one, but it's like Jeju has a lot of little bumps and they're autumns. Wouldn't expect any less from a professional village.
This is true.
Some kind of shower on top of the roof over there. Like a sprinkler
that's
system.
Why it's so wet.
There's a sprinkler system just shooting all over the roof.
That's weird.
That is, maybe they have plants
Is it because they have a black roof, do you think?
Maybe, just keeping it cool.
Maybe.
Never seen that before. Oh, I didn't realize he was playing along.
Yeah.
This is the Sansong, the fortress. I just saw some really weird, like, lizard thing. Ugh.
I feel like my eyes are like fixed on the ground now.
Yeah, I'm staring at the ground now trying to find lizards. Anyway, everyone here is smiling at us so much and we've already had 2 hellos. That's probably a record for hellos in this amount of time. Behind me, oh, where is it? Where am I? Behind me is the Songdang Fortress. This is the fortress, the famous fortress in Cheongju. It's really nice. This is the view I wanted to see with all the grass in front of it. No, that's not the view I wanted to see. That's the view I wanted to see with all the grass in front of it. I'm going to take a picture and put it on the screen now. With my pals. Behind me is the city of Cheongju. Now, I haven't uploaded in this series for about 1 or 2 months, and that's because I actually came here about a month ago, and it was so ridiculously hot that I pretty much spent the whole episode whining about how hot it is. And then when I finally got back home, I accidentally deleted all of the videos. So the videos are all gone. It would have been a really sad video anyway, because it was pretty much just me walking around Cheongju whining for like an hour straight. So you probably didn't want to see it anyway. Anyway, now we are into, well, actually today's the last day of August. It's August 31st. Tomorrow's September. And finally the weather is getting a little bit nicer. It's still like probably 30 or 32 degrees. But back then it was like 35, 36. With the humidity, it was feeling like 38. It was unbearable and so humid. Today is much better. Today is much cooler. It's still hot, but it's bearable. So I'm back. We're back in Cheongju, and let's descend on the city of Cheongju together.
Nice picture of that old lady's underwear.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yeah, this is a residential area where people live, so we have to be quiet. Okay, the dog didn't get the memo. This is the Suamgol Mural Village. This is the kind of thing you can see down this road, right? Loads of stuff like this. Definitely varying levels of artistry, from Monet to me. This street has murals all over the floor, and there's some really cool ones. Well, cool for me anyway. Like SpongeBob without a nose. We've got Psyduck, Shin-chan, Dog Trio. A lot of Shin-chan. Some shoes. Oh, they're my size. This whale's pretty good. Piglet, Jigglypuff, a lot of Pokemon. Oh, the Squirtle one's kind of ruined.
Yeah, I feel like that's got worse since we were here.
I think my favourite one is Bulbasaur. This Bulbasaur one's really good.
I've seen my favourite one.
Okay. And I like this one. There's a 3D hand. Oh, I think that's been ruined since I last came. When I visited last time, this hand looked really fun. This time it's like melted. I think it melted away.
Maybe, yeah.
Melted in the sun. Over here is a Chonwon store, so everything is like £1, except nothing is £1. When you actually go in there, everything's like a tenner. This place is the biggest rip-off I've ever seen, but it does have a really cute logo. Got his shades on like me. Brothers. Over there is the old Cheongju station, which is now a kind of museum that you can look around inside. So let's go have a look at that. That's a cute little train. This is what they used to punch the tickets, like this. Ooh. Here's a little constructed railway village. This is where we are. I guess this is the station we're in now. It's moving! So when we came here last time, it got stuck. Let's see if it works this time. Here it comes. Okay, it stopped. Yep, that's it, that's the end.
Stuck again. Oh,
it's moving. They fixed it. Last time it got stuck. Seems like they fixed it now.
it's fixed.
I guess we're in this building right now.
Ah, yes.
And this is what it used to look like in Cheongju. Just a few little buildings and lots of trees. Real countryside area.
Still lots of trees.
Yeah, there's still a lot of trees around, that's true. But it's definitely much more of a city now.
Slightly more buildings, yeah.
So let's go see a recreation of one of the old trains. This is what people used to wear. Oh, it's very comfortable. This is more comfortable than the real train seats now. So I don't believe this is what they actually had.
Oh yeah.
This is so much better. I think this is
The new ones are rubbish.
I think this is not a real one. They're just
Yeah, this is just
trying to
nice
glamorize
seat,
the
yeah.
past. These little safety corners definitely were not on the original train. So here's a little model recreation of people waiting for the train. Back when people used to carry stuff on their heads. Shine your shoes, mate. Oh, they had cockneys here as well. They had thieves stealing old women's bags. I love this, the Monopoly Man. I'm a big fan of the
Oh,
Monopoly
he really
Man.
does look like the Monopoly Man.
Zoom out. It's like a drone shot. Oh, here's a guy who's going to stamp your ticket. Here you go, mate. Here's where the train would come. This is the original track. That way is Zhongha Station, and that way is Cheongju. Cheongju. And what do you find at the end of a train track? Apparently a load of dog poop,
Nice.
but also a train. At the end of the train, there's a clock and a really, really aggressive fountain.
Such unnecessary water pressure.
Yeah, there's a lot of water pressure there. This is what I wish my shower could do.
Yeah. This is more powerful than every shower in Korea.
And what's the purpose? Is it powering the fountain over there?
Yeah. This is
There you
the.
go. It shoots into here, goes underground, straight to that fountain over there. So we came here last month and I really wanted to film this. I didn't bring my accessories, my clip-on backpack accessories. I wasn't able to film it. And I really wanted to film this to show you guys this cycle because it's so colorful here. It's such a beautifully colorful cycling path. I hope you get a really nice, good view of this cycling experience because it's just wonderful.
I'm in silent patient, you know I'm in silent patient.
Oh, there's a crocodile!
No way.
I had no idea there's a waterfall here. That is lovely. There's a kite stuck up in that tree that I was trying to show with my pocket camera, but it's stuck and it locks the horizon. So no matter what I do, the camera stays in the same place. So I was trying to pan the camera up to the tree like this, but it doesn't move. Oh, so up there is unfortunately someone's kite. Sad. Oh, it does look nice and refreshing. Oh, unfortunate.
What a trooper.
Here we have an AR zoo, augmented reality zoo, which I'm really curious about. So I downloaded the AR app, and then hopefully you can see my phone, because it's very bright. You see there are pandas over there. I don't think you're going to see this phone at all. Can you see that? There's pandas. Over here we have a series of bridges that lead over to the flower garden. In the right time of year, this place is just completely covered in tulips, and I'll show you some pictures what you can find online. It looks really beautiful. There are tulips all around, but this is unfortunately not the right time of season, so they're all dead. We're also now into like the middle of the day, so it's getting obscenely hot. It is actually insane. So we're now gonna make our way to the next destination before I melt like an ice cream. So I will see you at the next place. So we're now basically riding bikes through loads of farmland, but we're looking to find a very interesting and special park that we're almost arriving at now. So I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you. What this place is famous for is standing on top of it and taking really cool Instagram pictures with no background. I've seen a lot of people stand on it on Instagram, so I'm gonna give it a go. And also that man and the tiny little cute dog are doing it, so let's follow them.
This is good.
This looks crazy.
I'll do a hero's pose.